And we are about to go live with the consolidation final of World Team Cup number 1. We will have Germany being represented by Firestorm, Marius and Riolu versus the Netherlands and Belgium, Benelux, with Pindapixel, Spam and Scrappy. We will start off with our superstar from the Fuse Kids, representing the Belgium and Netherlands in red, up against the Germans in blue. Spam having early issues, however he does take advantage of a mistake being made by Firestorm, who drops down to last position, but you can see Firestorm already catching up. However, Spam then switches positions with Riolu, overtakes, going into 5th position. Let's go a bit further up the field. Pindapixel battling for a crucial first position against Marius here. Going to be tight going into this long left-hander leading into the finish. So Pindapixel goes to scrub off a lot of speed early, as you can see here. Looking for a better line going through this little slalom. Phone's very close to the outside, and Pindapixel looks like he has it, and it looks like it will be the first round to the Benelux lineup, with Pindapixel taking home first, Scrappy third, and Spam bring it home in 5th position. So good job so far, and off to a good start are the Benelux lineup. And let's check out Firestorm in round number 2. Having any more leckers in the chat for our Benelux boys? Again, representing red, and again Firestorm off to a poor start here. Marius makes a mistake where his compatriot Firestorm did last round, and Benelux are in command of this round so far. Firestorm's going to need to pull it out here, maybe not. Small mistake from Pindapixel here. That means the battle for first is going to be extremely important. Let's go up to that. If we can find it. We do not have a hotkey. Nice. So we will go Riolu versus Scrappy here. Spam looking to get himself a piece of the action. Riolu going very wide there. And now going through that slalom, loses a bit of ground on Spam, but actually gets a much better exit. But don't think he's going to get Scrappy. Nearly does, but that is going to be another round for the Benelux, starting off extremely strong. 1st, 3rd and 5th once again, with all players taking a share of the spoils in these opening rounds. And Benelux starting off very strong. Let's keep our eyes on Riolu for our next round. Marius had a bit of a brain fart there perhaps. Oh, actually chose that as his own line and actually is fighting around the lead here. So good job there by Marius. Clearly done his homework on this map. However, it looks as if Germany are down a man with Riolu. Firestorm down at the back here as well. And once again, the Benelux have command of this round. Is this going to be the tone that will be set for this match? Benelux eager to be going up against France, but a mistake there by Scrappy, goes too wide. Let's see what kind of recovery he's able to make. Not too far behind, and he appears to be in front of Riolu still, so good news for Benelux. Pindapixel makes a mistake though. Firestorm gets in front. Marius having a good ending so far. Marius needs to stay ahead here, and he doesn't, so the round once again goes to the Benelux, and they are starting off extremely strong here. That position that Scrappy, or sorry, that Pindapixel kept over Marius proved to be extremely important. That was what got them the round win. As we move on to round number 4 here, and we are potentially 2 rounds from the Belgium and Netherlands lineup taking a clean sweep, and who would have thought that before? But Marius has a different technique in the start. We'll need to watch that next round. A good job by Marius, clearly working out well for him as he takes the lead, followed very closely by his compatriot Firestorm, actually carving out a bit of a lead here for himself. Marius showing how very well versed he is in all the environments of which we have. Not a slouch of a player whatsoever, as he is holding a very solid lead here over Scrappy. Let's check out this battle for 2nd place. Actually, Scrappy ascending a little bit to try and take on Marius. He has a better exit here. He might have more speed over this dirt section, but Marius just keeps it in tow. Keeps a crucial position there. And the first of the rounds goes to Germany. A 1st, 3rd and 4th, and a great job by Marius to keep his nose ahead. Here we go with our next round. Let's watch Firestorm here, who's a top point scorer for Germany. Mistake by Pindapixel though. Falls down early. Now it is up to Spam and Scrappy. However, Firestorm makes a mistake, allowing Pindapixel to overtake. Go up to this battle here. Scrappy looking to lead the line for Benel, but falls down and the line has been dropped. Now it is up to Scrappy here. Still actually. Firestorm looking to get in a bit of the action here, but it looks as if it's going to be all Germany. Scrappy has a good ending. Spam's going to need a miracle here. Not the best of endings, but he will catch up a bit, but just and no more. Scrappy manages to secure first place, but it will not be enough as Pindapixel finishes last. Firestorm gets 5th, giving the crucial position the way of Germany, and they claw back into this dirt match. Let's check out Marius's strange line for the start. So you can see he goes for a much tighter angle, goes for a no slide actually going through here, and you can see it's much better because he gets much more speed and a better angle out of here. So again, great job to Marius, who's clearly done his homework to be figuring out tricks like that. And again, Marius being one of our versatile players, able to use tricks he may have picked up from other environments to get any sort of advantage of which he can. Although a bit curious to see when no one else does that, but like I said, Marius clearly showing us that it works. At the moment, the battle for first is being contested by the man Marius. If you want to see a VOD of this dirt match, you can check out either of the 3 of Marius, Spam or Riolu here, but at the moment it is Scrappy all on his own up at the top, and he is followed by 3 blue players, which will result in once again a round going the way of the Germans. But that's a good time by Scrappy, a 52.573. That's a great job, but his team wasn't there to back him up, unfortunately. And that leads to another German round, and it is 3-3 going forward. Race once again. You can see he gets a much better exit going through there. But Marius perhaps having trouble with the later sections of the track. And let's go to Pindapixel here as he attempts to staunch the bleeding, the hemorrhaging in this map so far for the Belgium-Netherlands lineup. As at the moment they are falling apart at the seams. That they are pardon me. Oh. And oh. Okay, so Pinda and Scrappy managed to rescue that round. Whew. Don't know what happened there, guys. Apologies. Something got caught in my throat. Scotty dead. But the Belgium-Netherlands lineup, hopes are not dead. They look to be holding a lead, and they want to close this off right here and now. Oh, Marius though. Oh, I thought he made a mistake there, but doesn't give us as much of an advantage as last time. Pindapixel still holding strong. He leads very well at the start, does Pindapixel, but he seems to be having trouble later on in the round is his problem, by the looks of things. Check Scrappy here. Pop in points by 9 points actually, Scrappy, and Riolu is nowhere to be seen here. The Germans are going to need Marius, they're going to need Firestorm to pull the cat out of the bag, as it were. Firestorm's looking good. Marius is near the top here, but they're going to need good endings. Scrappy looks like he has the advantage. Firestorm going for it. All or nothing, and it looks like nothing for Germany, as they do have trouble in the dirt match, and they lose 5-3 against the Belgium-Netherlands lineup, and that will mean they go forward into the remaining maps with a 2-point deficit. So GG on the dirt map. Belgium and Netherlands are your winners, 5-3. And now I believe we move on to full speed. So it's 5-8 now. We'll see. Thing about the full speed, which I do quite like, is the fact that it is very is that they can very easily be mistakes in full speed. So rounds can change and flip up on their heads. But nevertheless, we will see if it is just going to be a whitewash from Germany. You can see they're painting their country colours all over the Dedimanias here. But let's check them out. So let's actually make sure we have the most up-to-date world record. So outside of cuts, we have the world record being by Kid of 57.362. And let's double check here. So Salzburg, which I believe is Hunter, is a 57.406. Dan, 57.424. Peterson, 0.564. Harry, who I do not believe is in the lineup, 0.566. Ariel, 0.612. Any Germans? We have Sinus Apple, a 57.816. Arthan, 0.833. And Findus down here, 58.026. We have Timon, 58.018. And it looks as if we only have 2 Netherlands or Belgium players to represent here. Peter is crazy. I was wondering who Peterson and Ario were. Is Ario another name of which I may not recognise? Roadrunner. Recognise that name from somewhere, I'm not entirely sure where yet. Yeah. Peterson, crazy, yeah, I would have known that had I just checked. Harry trained at GG. It might be GG if Harry was actually playing. Peterson is Findus. I'm sure it is. Arthan looking good here though. Although with the full speed, you really need to take into account the speed being gained by the players behind him. As you can see now, Arthan is now getting overtaken. However, he is fighting back. Get an idea of how well these players are trained in the warm-up. Germany do look very strong at the very least. And the Dedimanias, I suppose, which is the only real point we have of reference. But look at that. 57.7 to 57.8 for their top 3, which seems to be better than the PB of the best Belgium-Netherlands player. And this is crazy. Crazy though. Exactly. So Hunter came out of retirement, so to speak, to play this tournament. Does look like he's trained very well here. Dan as well, a very well renowned full speed player. Played for the Easy Killers lineup back in the old days, if I remember correctly. Likes of Darkbringer, if I remember some old maps. I'm feeling the same myself, Danik, but pardon me. But regardless, we will be getting underway after this warm-up by the looks of things. But Dan and Hunter looking very good here. 57.494 being done by Dan, an incredible time. Hunter as well with a 5.86. And Ario, third position with a 6.68. Fantastic pace by these guys. But we will be going for the GL8 and we will be going live for the first round on the full speed. I want to see the predictions in the chat for the full speed. Are we going for a whitewash for Germany, or are we going to be seeing any mistakes from the men in the black, red and yellow? We'll start off with star of the show, Hunter. And that certainly has what it takes. We'll see if he will get the points on the board that are needed. Hunter starting off very well. So he's at the middle of the pack, but he's building up his speed, overtaking the likes of Dan. Going through here, Dan and Hunter holding very strong going forward. First and second place are theirs. Let's check out Arthan if we can. We do not have Arthan. We have Sinus Apple, who is in third place. One of the few specialised Benelux full speed players, but they are getting put to shame here by Germany. Dan and Hunter storming ahead, far, far away. And there might be a bit of a bloodbath here. But they are looking very strong, are Germany. Belgium and Netherlands not even close to them at the moment. 57-6s by Dan and Hunter. And Arthan managing to get 4th position. That is a round to Germany, of which they bring it straight back to 5-4. And is this going to be their opportunity to get straight back in the match and get themselves a comfortable lead going into tech? Wonder. Sapple. Strong player in his own right, but we're not at the same level as the likes of Dan and Hunter. You can see already the techniques setting the two players apart, and only Arthan is able to keep up with them early on. Sapple stated he was playing from 3G internet, so an impressive performance from regardless. Oh, mistake by Hunter though. This is where it can get interesting. So now we have 2 ahead, and Aereo is going to command the very important position here. Aereo is going to need to overtake Sinus-Apple here if they want to prevent a point for the Belgium-Netherlands lineup. Oh, Sinus-Apple makes a mistake though. And that will mean that unless there's problems at the end for Germany, they will rescue the round. Well, Sinus-Apple had trouble there, going through the kind of corkscrew type loop. And unfortunately that means for the Belgium and Netherlands, they do lose yet another point. Feeling the pressure that he needed to secure that round for his team, resulting in Sinus-Apple having trouble. So we are equal on the scores. We are at 5-5. Let's keep an eye on Aereo here. Who rescued that round for their country. Sinus-Apple already having issues by the looks of things. Spam and Dan as well. Dan having to make big adjustments, and as a result drops back. But we have Aereo and Hunter here. Aereo making a big mistake. Salzburg as well. Hunter and Aereo are down, but where's the Belgium-Netherlands player? Sinus-Apple's out. Spam will overtake. Could be very important. Where is Arthan? Arthan needs to beat Dan here. Bit better line through the turnover there. But there's not much of the track left, and there is still quite a gap to Dan. German players also need to make sure they finish. Unsure if there's any speed checks here in this map. Perhaps there, but second position to the Belgian Netherlands. Where are the rest? Spam gets there, and the rest of the players get there as well, which will mean the round will go to the Germans once again. And it must be a very slow round from all members involved. A lot of mistakes, but that's what we're saying. That's the kind of rounds that can get turned on their head. All it takes is small mistakes by the Germans, and I'm sure the Benelux players will be happy for any sort of advantage they can get going into the tech map, or even just simply damage limitation at this point, as they are already far behind here. 3-0 behind in full speed. Aereo having some issues in the start behind Spam. Spam having to fill in for Timon, I believe. Spam putting up a good fight here. Although has a bit of an issue going into that wall slide, or wall ride, pardon me. We will move up the order to Dan, who's right beside Arthan here. Arthan looking strong, but German players just look to have that extra 10% that's needed. And Hunter being up at the top here, followed very closely by Dan. These guys are on strong times once again, let me tell you. Incredible time by Hunter, I think. 0.526, a 0.677 being done by Dan, and Arthan getting a good time in his own right, but only able to get 3rd position, and Spam having some trouble finishing. So will this be Germany closing out 5-0 in the full speed, or will we be seeing any upsets on the cards by the Benelux players? Watch Spam here, at least through the start. Oh, Spam makes an early mistake though, has to go outside pole. A good adjustment by Spam there though. Had to make sure that he was at least keeping himself going on the track, which is the most important part. Here Aerial trying to catch up, must have made some sort of blunder early on. Hunter is right in the thick of things here, right next to Venus Apple, going quite risky, cutting it very close to the inside there. Dan consolidating first place here for Germany. The round is however not yet over, but it might just be going through this corkscrew turnover thing. And the wall ride, all that's remaining, and the last run to the finish. Hunter running a little bit wide, but they will secure it. And it will be 57.57 from Dan, getting themselves the round once again and taking home full speed 5-0. So an incredible performance there by Germany in full speed. A little few blunders there though. I'm sure France will be looking on with hungry eyes. Who knows what they will be capable of against France, against Kid. And we are at 8-5 for Germany. So they have a 3-0 advantage going into Tech. So all they need is 3 points and that will be them confirmed. We will await with bated breath to see what the Tech map will have in store for us. And who will be playing for the respective teams. Very interesting Tech map this, and also quite controversial. We've had almost a one-in-a-kind wallbang being discovered in this map. I'll see if I can show you guys it. Watch this. So we will learn. It'll take a quick helicopter fly through it. Well, big long left. Fast right section, and here. So what you do is you take a lot of speed going through here, all the way through here, and you wall bang off of this edge. Now watch your players taking us through it. You want to wall bang and cut as close to the inside here as possible. Get a nice view here. Dutchy performed it well. Spam, Beef having a little bit of trouble. Revo knows it well. Take out Scrappy here. As you can see, that's how it can cause you trouble. It's quite an unreliable wallbang, it must be said. You want to carry yourself good amount of speed. Here's a little uphill and a short straight section following into the next cascade of turns. So we will check out the Dedimania as well. The players go for warm-ups. Also quite a tricky finish it can be. So Roa has a world record, I believe. Let me just double check that. So actually, yes, Roa has the offline world record of a 58.958 by Roa, so looking very strong there. And we will look to the Dedimanias to see Ken's with a 59.025, Complex 59.082, Beef 098, Dutchy 158, others we have Revolution 292, Bam 508, but I did see you get faster than that, Dan 568. Oh, I'm not seeing Scrappy anywhere. Does seem to be playing at the very least. And it's Soldier as well. Can be available at the very least. Scrappy has a 1:12 according to this. Watch Revo at least take us through it. So that's the way you want to be doing that wall bang, exactly as Revo showed there. Yeah, the one's still there, yep. So you've got the offline world record, man, looks good. Good job in the PMPL matches yesterday as well. Unlucky in getting third at least in our match, but you look good in the second one. Revo making you proud. So there's a safe finish as well, Revo showing us. Might be causing players a few issues, we will see. That inside a little bit safer there, as Scrappy just done. Yeah, I can imagine, man. It was a hell of a lineup of players. As you can see, our lineups: Dutchy, Spam, and Scrappy. versus Beef, Revolution and Kens. So we're seeing a wide berth of teams being represented here. Lioncast with Beef, Revolution representing M&M, Kens from Planet Key Dynamics, Duchy of Venture, Spam of Diffuse Kids, and Scrappy of AS Monaco. So one of the few matches we see with everyone representing a different team in tech. Nice to see though. Oh, and 3 people get claimed by that wall bang. Holy crap. That was crazy. Is there not TMPL matches tonight as well? Really? And we look to be going live on Tech. Start off straight away, nice and quick, with Revolution taking good line going through the start and ascending early, but to near the lead with Scrappy, Duchy and Beef. Revolution, one of Germany's also very well versed players. Have a lot of them. Spam and Scrappy having issues keeping up with Revolution. It's looking good here. It looks like a top 2 for Germany here. They're looking strong going through into the ending. Beef looking for those top points as well. Wrong end and gets a good jump and finishes with 59.35. And we do go through round number 1 with advantage Germany. So, score is 9-5 here already. And a reminder, Germany need 2 points, equal up any possible score. Germany need only 3 points to confirm the match has been won. So we will check out one of our other players. Check out Spam here. A very well renowned player, I'm sure you all know his face. One of the most popular streamers in Trackmania. Looking good here, going for a very outside line as you can see here. Oh, went close to the outside. Big mistake being made there though. Revolution gets the advantage going through the wall bang, but Duchy and Spam are not too far behind, and the rest of Germany has been claimed by White Mask. And Revolution might get first here, but he's going to need to count on mistakes from the Belgium-Netherlands players too. Oh, there's a big one though. Spam falling. Revolution gets first, Duchy second, Scrappy third. And who's it going to go to? It is going to be Belgium-Netherlands win. I do sincerely apologise, guys. I'm going to have to stop with the casting at the moment because I feel I'm going to throw up. I will be hopefully a few minutes. I will leave the stream on so you guys can watch. I will be back as soon as I can. I do apologise, guys. Sorry for being away so long, guys, but we are going to be going back into a round to decide who will take their fourth point. Round number 7 here. Starting off with a Revolution, who is top points here, but we'll move on, so I'm sure you guys have been watching him for quite some time now. We have only 2 hotkeys. We'll go to Spam for this one, going into the wall bang with his compatriot Dutchy, and they both pull it off well, getting inside lines on the exit. They move forward into the later stages of this track. And off on good times here. The Benelux players, however, Spam mistimes his drift. Kens flies into a wall. Fast and forth here for Benelux here. Can they at least salvage some pride? And they do get another round. They bring it to 4-3 here. Can they at least make sure they only lost by 1 point? Will all be decided in this remaining round. Will Benelux manage to get 5, or will Germany inflict further hurt on them? Germany will be looking to carry forward some good momentum going into the next one, and that is certainly going to help them. Spam, Scrappy, made mistakes already. Beef is down. Let's go to Dutchy. You'll need a first place here, and they need to hope Beef makes further errors. Kens, however, falls. Dutchy versus Revolution up here at the top, but it's not going to be enough the way it stands. Is the wall bang going to decide? Wow, and Revolution flies straight off the track. Belgium, Netherlands getting the stroke of luck of which we needed, or they needed, pardon me. Is it going to be enough? We see Kens is actually catching Dutchy, a small mistake he made there. Dutchy needs to keep it safe here. Kens is going for it though. Oh, the risk by Kens. He nearly actually caught up with him, but at least that will go to Belgium, Netherlands, and they will take the match. So that is, I believe, 11-10 to Germany. So unlucky there for Benelux. Exactly, Spam says there was the full speed that let them down. Very strong, at least on dirt and tech, and hopefully they can take solace from that, as they do take 3rd place in the first edition of the World Team Cup, of which we will move on to the grand final later on.